I don't deserve these powers, if I'm being honest. Like, what am I even contributing? Ow!
Alright guys, welcome to Blacked Out Reviews, and this is my review of Shazam Fury the Gods. This has to be the most generic, basic, you know the drill superhero film. The reason why I love the first Shazam is because how different it feels. I love the kid-like nature. I love, you know, like the spectacle and like the love of being a hero, of like how it actually represents a kid being a superhero. Now, the problem what I have with this film is that there's more hero than kid, if you know what I mean. Because, like, I'm telling you, we don't even get to see that much of Billy Batson in the movie. If anything, it's more so about Freddy. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Let me just give you a small plot synopsis. Basically, the Daughters of Atlas show up to Philadelphia and they go like, hey, bad guys, am I right? That's basically the movie. My main issue with this is that there's like nothing really like to like latch onto with this. I mean, like, there's like a whole bunch of different plots going around, and I'm like, where's this really going? Because with Billy, our main protagonist, which doesn't get much to do, by the way, basically is having this dilemma with being like, you know, like feeling as if his family is like being like split apart and they're all kind of doing their own thing. And that's a pretty good, interesting detail that should have been like the main focus, because throughout this whole movie, or should I say like just the opening, Billy goes on about like how he wants his family to be together, they want to be a whole unison, and how he's going to be turning 18, and how he feels like his foster home and his family is falling apart. Now this would be good, like this is like a really good plot line for a Shazam movie, but the thing is, this whole movie is basically ignores it for Freddy just trying to get with some girl, being the daughter of Atlas. And I'm just like, we could have had this great plot line, but it's just bogged down by the generic bad guys want to destroy the world, and Freddy just trying to you know, I'm just gonna get into it. Freddy is basically the main star. I think the actor who plays him does a great job and is a standout, because for obvious reasons, because he's the one with the love interest, he's the one with trying to be his own person, and honestly, he really killed it in this role. And with this girl, it's weird, because basically, like, there's the Daughters of Atlas, there's 3 of them, and the youngest one, I'm just gonna get into spoilers right now, the youngest one pretends to be a high schooler and basically gets Freddy to like reveal his, you know, the powers and all that stuff. And then Freddy has like this like love for her, and she loves him too. And it's just like, girl, you're like 5,000 years old, and I just don't get it, man. But like, whatever, you do you. And it's weird. It's weird. I can't get around that. But besides that, the movie just does the whole basic MacGuffin plot with this like thing that can turn everybody back to like regular humans, and they can't turn back or whatever. And the thing is, it's just like, what are we doing here, man? Like, I feel like they just kind of ran out of ideas, because I'll be honest here, after The Rock basically was like, I'm better than this, and made his own movie, which is mid. Like, honestly, I like this movie more than I like Black Adam. It's not saying much, but that is still something. I feel like without The Rock as Black Adam, we don't really have anything to really work with here, because the villains in this movie are just basically generic villains. And I feel like we really could have done something, but this movie was doomed to fail without The Rock, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I mean, like, it's not all bad. I mean, like, some of the comedy is all right. The action is okay. The final battle has this generic like CGI monster thing, and I gotta tell you, the CGI, it's fine throughout the movie, but that final battle with the whole monster invasion, man, oof, that was, yikes. It looked like some PS3 graphics, I'm not gonna lie to you. But this movie's okay, but I want to get into the real meat and potatoes into this. Wonder Woman comes out of nowhere, and I mean nowhere, just to revive Billy Batson, because in the movie, at the end of the movie, Billy dies, he sacrifices himself, and Wonder Woman just shows up and just gives him like a 1-up extra life. And I'm like, if I had a nickel for every time Wonder Woman brought someone back to life, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't saying a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. It is weird because, like, all of a sudden DC is having all these cameos and reappearances, and I'm like, it's too late for that, you know? We're already having a new slate. What's the point? Which, getting into the post-credit scenes, the people from Peacemaker recruit Shazam to be a part of the Justice Society. That's not going anywhere. Second post-credit scene, Dr. Savannah and Mr. Mind, they're not going anywhere.
Oh, what fun we're going to have together. The 7 realms are about to be ours.
Not this time. No, not this time.
So we're at this point where they're setting up more stuff, and it's just like, you know it's not going anywhere, so why even add it in, you know? I mean, like, I don't know. Also, one last thing, this movie is such, dude, the product placement of this movie is so obvious, because they use Skittles, I'm not kidding here, they use the power of Skittles to raise an army of unicorns to stop the bad guy CGI army. What the hell? I couldn't make it up if I tried.
Acting so funny. What's wrong, Billy?
My doctor says I have Skittles pox.
Are they contagious?
I don't think so.
But yeah, this movie is like a 5 out of 10. Just, this movie's mid.
I just threw a truck at a dragon. I love my life.
You're a girl dragon. Oh, sure. I mean, of course you're a girl dragon, because you're just reeking of
Bro had the coldest riz of all time.